and I've wanted to talk to someone in the adult industry about it. Several years ago, there was one of my favorite porn stars had posted something that said that she was raped on a porn set. And the first thought that went through my head was like, oh yeah, right. Like, how can she get raped? She's a porn star. She does all kinds of stuff, right? And that was by, and I thought about it. I said, that was totally insensitive of me to think anything like that. To the decade of Bill Cosby, which we're going to hear a whole lot about rape. And recently, just since I came to Vegas, now this first incident was years ago, maybe it was even a decade ago, you may know the lady. But here in Vegas, how coincidental that I would run into a porn star at the Palms, and maybe 2 months later, someone would break into her house and forcibly rape her. And again, why did they break into her house? Because she was a porn star. They knew she was a porn star, and they thought they could get away with it. So I have a couple questions inside of this one question. The first one is it prevalent on the set of porn or adult work that the women are not being safely looked after? That's the first question.
Before I answer your question, I'm going to address that other issue that we had very briefly listened to for a second. That particular situation with that porn star whose home had been broken into, she's a very dear friend of mine. That was a really fucked up situation. Originally, it had been a robbery. It was a robbery. They intended to come in and rob the home, take her expensive items and sell them, do whatever it was that people do when they take things from someone's home. They noticed her, recognized her, and then 2 out of the 3 of them decided that they were going to have sex with her during this robbery. The third person, who was not involved in this rape, alerted the other 2 that their purpose was not to rape this woman, but to rob the home. So the third person, I don't condone him whatsoever, but he stopped the rape. That's a horrible. Heart goes out to her and her family, who all had to be witness to this happening. It was a terrible situation at the time. Now, as we speak, she is recovering in a very healthy and safe manner from that event, and I wish her nothing but the best. She's a wonderful woman with a good heart, magnificent performer, and I hope she comes back to the rest of us soon. Now, back onto your question, are we safe on a porn set? When we set foot onto a set, and what set means for those of you who don't know is the building or the room or, the basically the build-up, the stage for what we're going to do on camera. Before we do anything, when we walk onto a set, we sit down, all of us together. We have a production meeting. The producer, the co-stars, and all of the staff sit into a room together, and we discuss what is going to be happening for the day. Now, this is necessary to avoid any misunderstandings about what's going to happen, and also so the talent involved, those who are performing the scene, know what to expect and what to deny should those expectations not be met. Now, when someone says they are raped on a porn set, what that means is something was happening at the time that she either did not agree to. In the paperwork, at the very beginning of this experience, there's a paper that says, I will be doing this. This is what I'm acting, this is what you guys are filming, and it's all in writing, you guys. This is not a surprise to us. We know what we're doing when we show up. So, if she says she was raped, it means that something happened that was not in that paperwork, or something that happened that was physically uncomfortable in a terrible way that she alerted was going to stop. And we have in writing that right to say, this is not going to happen. We have safe words. We have the ability to comfortable, this hurts, this is painful, I want you to stop. And if her co-star did not observe that direction from her, that legally is considered rape. Legally. Now on the male co-star, on his behalf, I can say his job is to perform, get through the scene, finish the scene, However, on her part, as the female, as a woman, she has the right to say, knock this shit off, turn the fucking cameras off, or somebody's going to get a heel in the neck.
Right.
So I don't know about that case particularly. On both sides of the fence, how that would be a very confusing issue.
Now, given the light of this